Both these players been able to get through the best of fives and now find themselves in the finals of the Trovo Weekly. In the bottom right side, we got a blue Zerg player fighting for the Afrika Freaks. He is ARMANI. In the top left side, we got a red Protoss player fighting for the Jin Air Green Wings. He is Creator. Oh, there we go. Well, representing Team NV right now, as indicated by the anime girl here, the anime waifu. Don't know if everybody knows about this as well, but so apparently nobody's really making a choice about the anime girls. It's just the team owner of Team Envy that is continuously putting up other pictures because he just thinks it's nice. Just thinks it's funny. We have a forge, by the way, here. Creator almost making this look like that pylon was placed there so brazenly. He makes this look like this is a fake. This is actually ARMANI not responding at all whatsoever. Okay, it's gonna send one drone down right now. Oh my god, he wasn't even going for the defense. Okay, so, alright, here we go, here we go. This is peculiar. He did make, well, did he know? Did he know? It feels so weird. Normally, if you see that pylon going down, you would just send a drone immediately to try and get the block off right there. Well, more power to him. I've actually seen a little bit of a tutorial today, this morning, about how to deal with a cannon rush as a Zerg. Comes down to what exactly Creator will do as a follow-up here. Is he gonna put down buildings as well, or is he just gonna kind of stick to the two cannons and a pylon here? I'm not sure if I like the third base being so close by, but it seems like Creator not quite aware of it just yet. What's going on? Thank you, Philip. Alright, so. Cannons here, still on the low ground. The probe in a bit of trouble. We'll have to evacuate that high ground ramp area. Another cannon coming down. Oh dear, oh dear. Very late cannon overall, but still quite a dangerous one. The Zerglings here gonna try to utilize that queen to tank the damage, and then all the Zerglings will get their surround on these cannons. Well, at least one of them. Now moving on through, and a cancel on those two cannons. Alright, so. Overall, ARMANI's just behind right now. He's just in... It feels like he is just behind right now, right? The probe does get picked off. Very little surface area overall on this cannon, so not getting a lot of work done. Or well, the Zerglings are, but do manage to clean it up. Are you okay, Philip? Guys, we need somebody in the chat to have a good talk to Philip, I think. No, he's not really saying anything bad, is he, Cynical? I do need the viewer hours as well. Neo. Forever, really? He seemed like a nice guy. Just misunderstood. Alright, fine. I guess, you know what, when Cynical requests it, we probably do have to. We do have to act. That is probably, you probably make the right call there, Neo. Rip Philip. Poor Philip. He just wanted to warn us, alright? It just felt like we weren't aware about the situation here. Want me to start repeating? No, it's okay, Cynical. It's alright. Never mind. Never mind. I don't need you to. Philip already put me in the loop. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Got the Stargate and the Adept Glaive upgrade here also. Third base for Creator. Looks like he will still be going for a bit of a timing attack here. As Armani is setting up shop with a Lay attack and a Roach Warren, both on the way right now. Let's see if he takes his fourth base anytime soon. I don't think that would be too bad, right? I think you can get away with the fourth base here as Armani. Where is he moving those drones towards, though? He's just going to get more gas. Could try to just get more of an investment into harvesting his gas a bit sooner, if that's what he wants to get into. With the Roach Warren, though, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he wants to do a big Spire play or something like that here. No Evo Chambers either just quite yet, right? So, it could be that he just wants to go for a big all-in. Like a massive attack here with those Zerglings and those Roaches. And that could help out quite nicely with those Adepts here. Coming in right now, of course. Suddenly gonna find out, wait a moment, that's a lot of stuff you got over there. Yeah, the Adepts are gonna struggle here, not gonna find too much. More Adepts on the left side. See if they will be able to get some work done. More Adepts here coming in on the main base. Let's see if he finishes this one. Looks like he may. Alright. Getting on top of those Zerglings at the same time. Trying to get rid of those drones, of course, on the third base. Doing an okay job so far. Well, I'm not quite sure how he traded out against those Zerglings. We'll take a look later on. Cancelling of the shade towards the natural. Alright, let's take a look now, shall we? That is not a favourable trade there for him. Although he was ahead on the workers for the longest amount of time, so it's not the worst thing that ever happens. Creator here with an Oracle Harassment as well. A single Spore Crawler is available. Gonna make this a bit more difficult to fully be utilized. And there's the full space for Armani. Alright, now gonna go for it. Oracle should be able to get the scout on that. As long as it doesn't get picked off needlessly by those queens. There we go. Gets the vision he needs. As Armani is starting to set up shop for what looks like to be a Lurker transition here. Hive Tech on the way. Hydra Den just finished up. There is the Lurker Den. Alright. So people are going for a lot more Roach Hydra then, I suppose, right? At least, well, maybe Roach straight into Lurkers here. Maybe we'll skip the Hydras entirely. But yeah, people, interesting. Whenever you do see people going into the Lurkers, I feel like it was usually more regular to see people go for Ling Bane Hydralisk versus the Brodals. But that's so slowly transformed into Ravager Roach Ling into Lurkers, right? With the Hydras as well, somewhere in between, but not really going too heavily into the Hydras. Oh, interesting developments right there. Alright, some good finds here for Creator, or well, Armani. Not really for Creator, of course. Gonna have to cancel absolutely everything. But may be an opportunity for him to get something else done. Gets a couple of Adepts into these bases here. 7 workers have gone down so far. 9, 10. Maybe get 11. He does. Alright, not bad, not bad. Losing the Oracle, though. Bit unfortunate, but 21 worker kills now in total. Still ahead in the economy game here because of this. And that's the scary part here for Armani. Especially up until the point where he has those Lurkers available. Because Roaches and Ravagers, not very cost efficient. If you're lower in the economy game as well, then that is going to be a problem if you're going to take a fight on an army composition like that. Needs to get himself those Lurkers and the Vipers here. Does have already 2 Vipers and now 2 Lurkers on the way. Another Viper in production. So he's starting up all the things on the tech tree which you would like to see of a Zerg at this moment in time. Disruptor's a solid choice for Creator as well, of course. Wicked well against the Roach Ravagers, and then later on gonna work out well against the Lurkers also. Just gotta make sure you have some High Templars sitting around in order to catch those Vipers before they do too much damage. Munra, thank you, dude. Greetings from Germany. Ah, nice. Danke, danke. Neo is also from Germany. Or the Czech Republic. One of those. I'm not completely certain. Oh. Oh, those spines, they look quite disturbing, don't they? Single Void Ray here, never really left the map, never got dealt with, and now it's being utilized by Creator in a very cool way. This was the first thing that came out of that Stargate guy, still just kicking, still being able to be utilized here by our red Protoss. May want to get some more stuff over here on this location though, in order to... Oh ho ho ho! My. Yeah, may want to get some other stuff over here in order to deal with the Zerglings as well. It's gonna take the Void Ray quite a while to get rid of those. You're from Costa Rica? I don't think so, Neo. I think you're spreading rumors here. Ooh. There we go. Couple of creep summers. Probably wasn't using those, right? Hopefully for him. Oh, great feedback, son. A couple of Vipers there, but still enough remain to get the yoinks of a lifetime. No disruptor shots there, and all of them actually falling down. Creator here, mid-transition into an air army, trying to get those carriers out to play, but being abused right now this moment in time with a massive army of Lurkers. ARMANI is coming in. Not much Creator can do, but just kind of look at that base being killed off. Needs to recall those probes out of there. Needs to be careful. Come on, probes. Get out of there. Alright, he's going to move across instead with his entire army. May want to just kind of maintain that recall potential. And in fact, he manages to get most of the army of ARMANI to move backwards here. Only a handful of roaches remain. Good yoinks on a couple of Immortals there as well. Like the micro from Creator though, moving those Immortals in order to try and avoid the damage of the Lurkers. It's actually possible to deny that damage here. Carriers coming in, seeping in one by one. Nexus still getting denied though. This left bottom base once again gonna try to get created. That's right. Cynical Death is calling in as well, right? Costa Rica is just a tiny province in the great state of Germany. Nice. We all know this. Alright. Nice little flanking force there. Stalkers coming in. Those Ravagers trying their best to get rid of the Nexus, but not going to be able to accomplish anything. Creator slowly trying to lower the supply here by getting rid of some of those Immortals. Wants to still be a bit efficient with it, of course. Nice blink micro here against these Lurkers. Gotta be careful. Not the most efficient way for Immortals to lose their life, but it's going to allow for more carriers to take their place here. Vipers have joined the fray. Again, this base will be taken out. Creator struggling to get himself a 5th base. ARMANI sitting comfortably on the 5 bases, of course, himself. Having to run away a couple of times, though, it looks like, from this location right here. Considering the eco Creator had this entire time, I'm very impressed that ARMANI managed to get himself to this point as well. being able to just continuously deny all these bases here. The Immortals on the top side still trying to find some work as well. This is a lot of lurkers. Oh, those feedbacks. Incredible display of, of the feedbacks there. The High Templar denying any energy onto those Vipers. And that is a difficult thing to deal with now for Armani. He's going to have to sit back and suck the life force out of his hatchery. Beautiful feedbacks there by Creator, realizing those Vipers are most likely going to be in front of the rest of the team. Kept his High Templars backwards. And just, jeez. Made mincemeat out of that energy right there. Zergling's trying the best to deny some mining here, but Creator too on top of things. Not going to allow that to happen. Base in the top right side. I feel like Creator would do well with trying to deny a base here as well. Whether it's the one on the 6 o'clock or the one on the 2 o'clock. Either or would be a good choice here for Zealots. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so. Not with a lurker there as well. Oh, even taking this base right here. Did not get scouted just quite yet by Creator. And these lurkers actually, they may be in a good place to keep that from being taken out as well. Link Stalkers taking a good pummeling right there. Definitely getting themselves into trouble. Circlings, Hydras, and Lurkers on the left side. The Zealot harassment on the right side. Looks like I was completely wrong. Single Lurker, not enough to keep that hatchery from going down. Recall on the left side. Where is that air army? There it is. Comes in to save this base for now. And it looks like the... What is this? The 12 o'clock base for Creator finally has been established. But it's at a point in time where pretty much he already has to start looking to take another base here. I don't think he wants to stay on the 5 base economy any longer either. As these other bases, the main base already entirely mined out. The natural base about to suffer the same fate as the third base as well over here. Great denials on this base here though in the top right side. Armani still hurting quite a bit. Also, neither of these players extremely rich. Nor in a position where they can lose their entire army and just kind of rebuild it instantly. Though, as the Zerg, of course, always going to be a little bit easier for you to do. Oh, Infestors. Oh, I like this. We've seen Armani win versus Innovation as well because of those... no, wait, that was Beyond, actually. Sorry, my bad. Against Beyond because of those Infestors. He's going to be able to make that work again here. As Creator realizes this is most likely going to go into the late game. Starting up the Tempest upgrades, DT upgrades, the final upgrades overall. That is +2 air weapons? Oh no, +3. And getting himself more Stargates as well. Armani is also prepping for it. Not a lot of Spore Crawlers just quite yet on the map. Most likely will want to look into that. The Infestors instead gonna be the way forwards here for our Zerg player, it looks like. Corruptors. Rather numerous, not that many Void Rays here. Actually, wait a moment, there is still 6 Void Rays available. It's a good amount to deal with these Corruptors. Great feedback there as well. We'll be able to get another one. Ooh, it's getting close. Yeah, there we go. One left. And that's all the energy gone. So does fall the mothership as well. But all the Vipers here now, no energy remaining. Oh, that is... Using the prismatic alignment there. Maybe hoping that there would be a fight, but... Not gonna happen. Okay, DT harassment. We got Ultralisk on the way? We got Ultralisk on the way? Hold up. Wait a moment. Is that for the High Templar? Interesting. Very interesting. Peculiar. This feels like almost a... Oh, great fungal there. Hold that thought. Let's see, the Vipers not being able to get anywhere near this, though. The feedback being too powerful here. Great bit of micro from Creator. We're starting to take this topside base as well. DT here, ready to get rid of this base, hopefully, for him. Just going to start targeting the lurkers here. Not a bad thing at all. Is there no overseer? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's coming. It's coming, guys. It's just taking a while. More DTs here, though. Ready to do more damage. Yeah, this base is not meant to stay alive for much longer, it seems. And so was it as well. The same story, actually, for the top right side base. Lightshade. This is the point of contention now, of course. These bases right here. Whoever manages to secure those should be able to get themselves in a bit of a better position overall. Unless if both of them manage to secure one on either side. We're kind of on an equal footing again. So Creator has been able to gain the overall better economy here. That's mostly because Armani, he expanded sooner, right? His bases were created earlier. So right now his base is actually starting to mine out a lot sooner than the ones for Creator here as well. Still has a very fresh base here, and that is just no longer the case for Armani. Armani more desperate. Well, desperate maybe a bit of a strong word, but more looking to get himself other bases. Oh, those fungals again here onto those High Templars. Really doing a number onto the units of Creator. There are the parasitic bombs as well. Really lowering the HP on those Void Rays now. The Corruptors are trying to come in. They will be able to get rid of all of those Void Rays. Man, the spellcasting from Armani really on point right now. But, oh, I don't think it's just barely enough. The Corruptors may be able to deal with the Void Rays and the Carriers on their own. With Archons and Stalkers underneath it, bit too much to ask. Where are the other forces of Armani right now? He's making 6 Ultralisk. What in the what? Alright, well, I suppose that is a good way of dealing with Stalkers. And High Templar, I suppose, as well. Good amount of Corruptors here being taken out. As the Corruptors being utilized on the top side with the Spinecrawler push. Ensuring that there's no extra mining going on for Creator here. As he is trying his best to, well, maintain somewhat of a foothold in this game. That is a great way to do so. I mean, this is the one base he still has, right? That's the rich base he has available to himself right now. A couple of those Zealots coming in, trying to target down very important tech structures. It's not quite able to do so, but half HP on that Lurker Den. Oh, the second Spire here. That is a very precious building right now. Does not want to lose that one. Maybe actually is going to lose that one. There it goes. Not enough transfuse energy, it seems. Well, he had some more, but not going to be enough to keep him afloat. Armani losing his tech, losing some hatcheries left, right, and center. Needs to get this base settled. He doesn't have the money for it, though. This is not looking great for Armani. Creator. I thought he was going to die when I saw all those parasitic bombs and the fungals going on top of the Void Rays there. I thought he was done for. Just barely being able to hold on, though. Not enough for Armani to keep pressuring onwards against the Archons nor the Stalkers. Just had those Corruptors in the sky. That was enough for Creator to make something happen again for him. Is this going to be it, guys? There's quite a big army supply coming in for Creator right now through the front door of Armani. If he loses all his tech structures, that could just be it right then and there. Corruptors fighting against the Interceptors for the time being. Maybe looking to lower the overall DPS available for the Protoss player before committing to a full fight. As Creator, he's taken both these bottom left side bases as well. Yeah, Armani with his back up against the wall. What can he do? What can he do? Will the Infestors once again be the salvation? Or will this just be too much? I think it may be. I think it may be too much, guys. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer here. Alright, there is the Neural Parasite. The final attempt for our Zerg player. But there's nothing on the ground to deal with the Stalkers or the Archons yet again. GG is called. Creator Taking another map.
Nuclear missile ready.
Oof. Oof. Creator. What a man. Very impressive play right there. Peanuts. Alright. First game. Going to Creator right there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So who's hungry? I mean, I want to eat it so bad, but I always feel bad not talking as much. Is Creator? Creator's probably hungry as well. Hungry for Zerg blood. I thought Armani was in a pretty good position, but it comes down to Lightshade being a small map. Armani not being able to get enough bases ahead of his opponents. He was denying bases for Creator, but at the same time, Creator was denying the bases of Armani as well. So, in the end, they were just kind of on the same overall economy. And then the Protoss is just going to trade favorably because, well, their units are stronger in that sense. Cousin, hace doblajes? Doblajes? Ah, doblajes! Haha, sí. Odiasa Creator? Ah, yes, yes, as well. Haha, it's a good one. Manuel. People ask Kozen if you acting voices. Acting voices? Why would I? Like a voice actor? I work for a medical company. Make appointments and sell people medical supplies. I do administrative work there as well. Alright. Well, didn't manage to get a point on the board that time around, but may still have an opportunity here. In the top left side, a blue Zerg player for the Afrika Freaks. He is Armani. In the bottom right side, we got a red Protoss player. He's fighting for the Jin Green Wings. He is Creator. I'm sorry. Alright. Sometimes we go a bit crazy with the zoom ins. Do my some voice acting there as well. Should be tomorrow, by the way, as well, guys. Just gonna give you a bit of a rundown of what we're doing overall. Tomorrow, we're doing in the evening time. That will be 7:15 CET, hopefully. If we do manage to get that moved a little bit, a quarter backwards, I'll be able to cast that one. We'll have Clem versus Showtime. Let me see where that is going to be casted onto. I mean, hold up. Let me scroll up here. Anyway, it was... oh, there it is. There it is. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, there it is. There it is. It will be on Trovo, on the Alpha X SC2 channel. We'll get ourselves some Clem versus Showtime best of 9 action. Should be good. Should be good. Then, on Saturday... on Saturday, we'll have the Alpha Pro Series Art versus Vindicta and Arrowfire versus B. I'll be co-casting with a Latin American caster as well. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to that myself. If you're not quite sure who that is, it's Lex Grizzly. What else do I cast? Just StarCraft 2, really. I've been thinking about getting into the League of Legends, but you know what? I'm so bad at it that it's basically I've never really played it. I think you can still count the amount of League of Legends games I've done in total on a single hand, so... But what tournaments? Oh, I see. Now, that's probably a better question, isn't it? What other tournaments? Right now, I think it's just the pro circuits that's going on. I've not been really asked for any of the big tournaments just quite yet. I hope maybe in the future, you know, they'll let me. They'll give me an opportunity, but so far, you know what? It makes sense, though. There's so many great casters overall. It is pretty nuts in the StarCraft 2 scene. I'm just very, very fortunate that Alpha X Sushi saw something in me. I'm not quite sure what, but you know what? He believes in me. He thinks I'm a good caster, and I'm getting a lot of jobs through him, so... That's a big thank you to him. Overall, always sitting there, helping me out, getting me some StarCraft 2 games to cast, and helping me get a bit better at it overall. Alright, anyway, what's happening in this game? What is happening in this game? 2 Stargates coming out. With the Zerg so far going for the lay attack. Only a spawning pool on the field. Queen Zergling going to be the responsive for Armani so far. We'll have to wait and see if that is going to stay that course, of course. Oh, thank you, guys. I mean, I'm okay. You know, I don't think I'm a bad caster, but, like, overall, there's just... My dear God, there's some StarCraft 2 casters that are just absolutely insane now. Just head and shoulders above me in most regards, right? And that is... It's a lot of them as well, so... You know? It's a tough world to really get into. Oversaturated markets, as they call it, right? Alright. What else do we have got going for ourselves? Couple of these Void Rays still just zooming around. We are gonna get more Void Rays on the field. So 3rd Stargate here as well. Are we going into the Void Ray High Templar style? It looks like we will be going in there, and that is absolutely lovely. I love to see that, and I don't know exactly why Protoss always do it on this map specifically. We don't get to see it a lot in other maps, or at least as many times as I've seen it on this map. But, you know what? All the more fun for us. All the more fun for us. A couple of probes being picked off as the Zerglings try their harassment at this point. A 3rd base in a bit of trouble, actually. The adapts do fall, and more of these probes are going to go down. Where are the Void Rays there? They are coming in right now, coming to save the day. 6 more probes do fall. How many is that in total? It's 6. Alright. It's just 6. Hydra Ling. Hydra Ling without any type of Baneling here. So it is just Hydra Ling style. Don't see that very often either. And instead of the Void Ray High Templar, we're gonna get a Fleet Beacon straight afterwards here. We're getting the flyer upgrades then. No, we are not. That is not on the menu just quite yet. That is a big problem. Okay, there we go. It's coming in here. But, yeah, both these players actually doing some stuff a little bit differently than what I'm used to be seeing in this matchup, right? I've seen Void Ray style. I've seen that. But usually you get the High Templar with it, right? I've seen Ling Hydra, but usually you get Banelings with it. So both these plays, I'm not sure if this is greed or what else we could call this. But it is peculiar, that is for sure. Void Rays coming in. They are not going to be enough here to deal with those Hydras. They are too numerous, and this is why you get that Storm together with this. GG is called. Seems like the Hydra Ling just works a bit better than the Void Race without the Storm. Because, yeah, I mean, Ling Hydra, that is still very good against just the Void Race and whatever you have on the ground, of course, as well. From the Gateway, specifically. And you don't necessarily need Banelings then, right? It's still nice to have some Banelings roll into some probes here and there, but it's not necessary. It's not like a crucial thing to have in that army composition. Unless if your Protoss opponent is just going straight into a ton of Zealots, which very unlikely as well. Creator plays really well at times, just not consistent enough. Yeah, I feel like he's regaining some consistency though, right? It feels like he's gaining more ground. He's getting himself further and further ahead overall with StarCraft 2. In this time period, it does feel like we're having a bit of a resurgence for Creator, and it shows as well in the Ligulak. If you take a look, he had quite a bump up in the skill ranking. He's number 40 now in the world, number 20 in South Korea. Will he be able to keep going with this momentum, or is it just a little bump, as they call it, right? The ups and downs. Will it be, like Yuri is saying, will it be that consistency that just kind of falls short in the end? It's hard to say for the time being, but maybe this best of 7 gonna shine a bit better light on it as well. Here we go. Game number 3 coming up. Don't mind the scrambling that's going on here. Oh my god, I found the biggest raisin I've ever seen. Holy moly, that's a big raisin. What's going on here? It's a mutant raisin. I'm going to save this one. I'll show you guys later on. That's nuts. Alright. If you guys want to see a big raisin, keep watching. Watch in the later episode of Kozan in between games. Alright, so in the bottom left side, the blue Zerg hanging out here for the Afrika Freaks. He is ARMANI. In the top right side, a red Protoss player fighting for the Jinnah Green Wings. He is Creator. Alright. Hatchery did get blocked off right now at that natural base, so had to go towards the third. Is Creator still a player that is quite predictable with this? Is he going to go for the Twilight Council now? Didn't do it on the Death Aura, even though he did do the hatchery block, right? So sometimes it does feel like the Protoss is just trying a little bit to put in some mind games efforts overall into these series. Going for the hatchery block and then not going for the Twilight Council, and then afterwards doing again another hatchery block and then going for the Twilight Council. Okay, gonna get the scout there. There's no third base just quite yet in production. And again, going for the Stargates here. Interesting. I always find that this map seems very strong for the Adept pressure. But going Stargate first here doesn't necessarily mean we won't see any Adepts, right? Could still happen. Could definitely still happen. But we don't know. We just don't know. Void Ray does not seem to be coming out in time. We'll be able to catch that Overlord eventually, of course, but still a pretty good scout here for ARMANI. Gets to know a little bit earlier on that he doesn't have to start making a bunch of Zerglings right now. Although that would have come a little bit later anyway. I suppose the Void Ray its goal is anyway to try and get rid of overlords here. Whenever you start eating the snacks, you just get more hungry for those snacks, don't you? It's a catch 2020, really. Alright, another scout. Figuring out what's going on. Set of legs on the way from the Twilight Council. Was not expecting that from Creator. Interesting. What am I eating? I'm eating a mix of peanuts and some raisins. Cashews. I think they call it trail mix. Is it called trail mix? I don't know. We call it a farmer's mix. A farmer's mix. I need to stop. I need to put this away. Hold up. There we go. On the opposite side of the desk. Nuts. Yeah. Peanuts. I suppose the peanuts are the ones in the shell still, right? Well, I guess these are still the peanuts that are just out of the shell. Oh my dear lord. No, I'm seeing this happen. I just struggle to really process what just happened. And I see what's happening as well. It didn't quite register. It didn't quite register for me. Being like, wait a moment. He's gonna try to all in here with a single Void Ray and then just a mass amount of Zerglings into his base with its Warprism right here. Huh. That just happened. That did just happen. We just all witnessed that. That was not just me hallucinating. I'm feeling pretty sure. And what did he get? I mean, what did he get? Not much of anything, did he? He's low on the units lost tab. Oh, well, he's behind on it. You prefer raisins? I got raisins here as well. They're mixed in between the nuts. It's very good. Healthy snack. Keeps me sharp, keeps me going too. Cast a lovely game of StarCraft 2. Well, the Zealots actually do get the third base here. That is a bit of a surprise for me. With the amount of roaches that are available with these queens as well, I thought Zealots would just struggle to get any work done. Interesting. Zealots, this is... that is so awkward. Trying to fight against those Zercocoons. Doing 1 damage per shot and then all of them kind of looking around and being like, alright, can we? Should we try to do this? They're setting off the Zealot charge as well. I wonder if that's actually something you could ever try to make use of for as a Zerg play. Just have like cocoons mid-battle. In order to set off the Zealot charge and have them soak up damage. How would you even go about doing that? That would be so weird. Alright, Creator. Remaking that third base right now. So is ARMANI. Both of these players. A third base at 8 minutes. As is, you know, standard. Standard after the Zealot single Void Ray rush. How many Zealots did we make? 21. Yeah, the 28 Zealots attack. What's up, Enki? Welcome back. I mean, we've seen some pretty weird stuff from these guys, I admit. It's been a bit awkward. It has been something else here. We've seen massive Void Ray without High Templar. We've seen massive charge lots against a big bowl of roaches and then still being able to take out a third base somehow. I mean, we've seen Lingbane Hydralisk without any Banelings involved. It's been a weird one. It's definitely been a weird one. It's quite refreshing, not gonna lie, seeing these guys trying out new things. And potentially making it work. Well, at least one of them is making it work, right? Because, well, every game, if both of them do something weird, one of the weird things is gonna win, and then, you know, that you'll be saying to yourself, like, you see, it can work, it does work. Okay, so 4 bases coming up for Armani here. We'll start to mine quite nicely and get that economic advantage, as he would kind of require as the Zerg player here. It's making a lot of Corruptors with the... Actually, is going to involve Banelings this time. That makes sense. I like this adjustment, actually. Hold up, guys. My brain cells are ticking. I am... Alright, so... We saw Armani there skipping Banelings, right? Like, I think 2 games in a row versus Creator. Creator realizing this and decides, you know what is good against somebody that is not making any Banelings? Just a bunch of Zealots, right? Because you need the Banelings against the Zealots. So, he just went for a bunch of Zealots here, and Armani realizing, oh, wait a moment, you're just going for a ton of Zealots. Let me then actually make the Baneling nest here anyway, and try to get that on the way. So... Actually, pretty cool stuff here going on. Took me a while to figure it all out, to put one and one together, but I think that is kind of what we're seeing here. Potentially. Creator trying to punish the Banelingless style from Armani, and then Armani adjusting to Creator trying to punish his army composition. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Good bit of Phoenix harassments here. It's got to be careful for the Corruptors. Just the recalls on out of there. Losing 2 Phoenix still. That is a bit of a bummer, but still going to be okay overall. Has a good bit of army supply here. Oh, that's a lot of Banelings. So basically it's punishment for potential punishments of punishments. Exactly, exactly. Now you're getting it. Oh my. Oh my. Those zealots were not long for this world. They are gone now as well. We still have a good amount of immortals here. Will they be able to safeguard this Nexus? I don't think so. Being targeted down rather rapidly. With this amount of immortals, I guess he didn't have that much sentry energy. He just had the High Templar there. I thought he had more sentries involved, but yeah, without any sentries, this is not a fight you want to be taking. There's the more Banelings coming in here. And more immortals also being created by Creator. Creator, what is this transition going to be? I would imagine he's going to get himself the fleet beacon at some point, right? That's what you would like to see here. Did I just... Oh, that's a... Okay, there we go. Hive tech on the way as well. Armani still teching up. Creator perhaps a little bit stuck right now on his current technology tree. Just seems like he wants to get himself close to a maxed out point here before really committing to anything else. Banelings on this base, that could start to hurt. Okay, the probes do get pulled in time. Nothing too awful going on right there. But on the right side, actually, all that thoughts going... quite a bit of a murder going on right here. Banelings need to get on top of those Archons. Oh, well, need to get away from being on top of those Archons, of course. White Templar. Okay, Armani. I think Armani is doing a good job, right? Recently cleaning up 2 of those bases, or denying 2 of those bases. Getting a cancel on 1 of those. And at the same time, look at the amount of bases that he is acquiring for himself here. Sure, some drones are going down here and there, now and again. But nothing significant going down for Creator for a while now. He has just been struggling to keep up with the growing and growing army and forces of Armani here. We've got a ton of banelings right now. Did not imagine we'd be seeing a lot of banelings being utilized this one, but that is exactly what we're seeing here. On creep, they can still be quite a force to be reckoned with, even if there is the storms available. Not quite actually being able to push on through here. The Immortals and the Storm combination doing quite a bit of lethal damage here. Oh, those banelings are coming closer and closer towards the High Templar. High Templar do go down. The Immortals still stand, but that is all the storms for today here. The Immortals still continuing onwards their path of destruction here. As Armani send those Corruptors across the map as well. A couple of Biles still managing to land on top of the Protoss army. Creator just doesn't want to be delayed much longer because he knows there's a lot of reinforcements coming in here for his opponents. Does manage to get a couple of Zealots here before the floodgates completely open up on top of his Immortals. Doesn't quite have enough here to stay around. Will be losing these Immortals and the Stalkers. And, well, his reinforcements as well, it seems. And GG is called. There were a lot of Brute Lords there, by the way. Next to the main base of Creator, the Corruptors, they were trying to move towards the main base. I thought they were just going to do some corrosive shooting, but instead they transformed themselves into Brute Lords and started shooting down the main base. That is why Creator kept pushing forwards and tapped out straight after losing that army. GG. Armani takes the lead. Takes the first victory here. Well, after the tied up series, I suppose. Out of if this were best of 5. Alright. Thank you, Neo, for helping me continuously with that Matcherino code, by the way. That is much appreciated as well. Don't forget it, guys. Matcherino. The code helps us out. Helps these players out, helps StarCraft 2 out. Just a good thing overall, you know? Just a good thing overall. Alright, looks like Armani is going to go to the toilet now. Let me show you this monstrosity of a raisin that I found in between my other raisins. Alright, so just as a frame of reference, this is a regular raisin. And then here's my monstrosity raisin. What happened there? What kind of nuclear power plant was close to the raisin farm of this fella? Wonder if it tastes weird. Yeah, it's not as good as a smaller raisin for some reason. Interesting. Interesting. It kind of has that same taste when you eat too many raisins at one go. You know, it also doesn't taste the best. I don't know why that is, but they just taste better when you have small amounts of raisins instead of just a full hand of raisins immediately. You know? You know? Oh well. It's not a raisin. It's a Zercocoon. It could be. Actually, wow, there's another one. Right here. Crazy. We'll put it back. We're waiting for Armani. He had to go do a little pee-pee. And after the pee-pee, we'll continue onwards. We're gonna do more StarCraft 2 after this, by the way, guys, so... The Zerg infestation has begun. We're gonna do a More StarCraft 2 after this, by the way, guys. We're going to do some viewer replays where all the people interacting continuously in the chat have a chance to get themselves out there, share what their ladder experience has been like with the rest of the group. We're going to all be taking a look straight after the best of 7 right here. So, yeah, go check that out as well. Stick around after this best of 7. It won't be the end of the stream. We'll shut it down for a couple of seconds, but we'll be back up and rolling very quickly. Just switching some graphics around and ensuring that this VOD is easy to be downloaded by my colleagues, so they can throw it up onto the AlphaX YouTube channel. By the way, go check out the YouTube channel from AlphaX as well. Some good stuff there. Alright. Okay. What do we have going on over here? It looks like the drone already realizing, you know what, let me just move over here. We're not going to get our base on the natural. Let's just go towards the 3rd straight away. Alright, that's one way of dealing with this. In the top right side, we got a blue Zerg player. 2 points on the board right now. Has got himself a slight lead. He is Africa Freaks ARMANI. My dear lord, talk about the devil. You mention his name and he appears. AlphaX. Coming in. Why does it not allow you to make it linkable? Is that... Alright, there you go. Let me make you a mod, AlphaX. There we go. Lovely. Okay. So that the links being posted by AlphaX are visible as well. Okay. Alright. What are we doing here, boys? Some probe harassment. Ooh. Don't know what's going on over there, but oh my. Stargates! There we go, that's something. Some deviation right here. We have been seeing Stargate continuously from Creator as an opening, but to be fair, he has had different continuations of the builds afterwards, right? So he's had different contingency plans. Yeah, it seems like he has a plan A through Z when it comes to as a follow-up for the Stargate. Which is over here. What units? Okay, an Oracle. Alright, I feel like we've seen the Oracle a couple of times here. It's not going to be the Void Ray. So the Overlord is going to be alright for a little while. And that means that this Scout has become much more impactful for this game, right? It's going to be able to prepare for the Oracle for, well, a lot sooner. And catch those depths in time. So yeah. Doesn't have that much to worry about, it seems. And there's the Void Ray now. Really, I would love to see the Void Rays come back around here for Creator, right? I think that would be a cool thing. I want him to try this Void Ray thing one more time, but instead of just sticking to pure Void Ray, get yourself that Storm upgrade as well. You need to have it. There's no way around it. You just got it. You just got it. You cannot afford to not go for it. By the way, apparently 3 worker kills, going up to 4 now for this Oracle here. Catching some larvae as well. Oh my dear lord, 5 right now. This is starting to get out of control. Too much on the plate for Armani, it would appear. He's also gonna run up against some robotics facility units afterwards, it would seem. Alright, alright. These Lynx are doing a good job at denying these Adepts right here from really being able to defend the Nexus, the new Nexus, as well as they can. Still managed to do so in the end, but probably not as he would have liked it, right? Losing one of those Adepts, it's not horrendous, but you got to be careful of some more Lynx now coming in all of a sudden and shutting this down. So he made 2 more Adepts here. Actually, that pylon a bit too far to the left, so those Adepts do have still a lot of surface area here on the right side. And looking to be a potential target for those Zerglings now. Are they going to try to jump on top of these Adepts? No, they are not. Playing it safe. I suppose there's that Oracle as well, right? Maybe just forcing the Oracle to use the green beam of death wouldn't have been too bad. Get some more of that energy wasted. But hey, this is fine too. Wow, more of the drones go down. It's not a crazy amount, 11 so far, but still pretty damn solid. Alright, the work account still in Creator's favor. The income advantage should be going into his favor as well, now that they both have 3 bases. And the 4th base does not seem to be too far on Armani's mind, as he's just going for a lot of roaches right now. He's getting himself the roach speed as well. Is he just looking to go for the all-in here? Could be dangerous, as we do already have that Stargate available here for Creator. Creator actually is going to be aggressive here. That could be a death sentence if he does just blindly commits right now. Would not like to see that happen. Okay, he's going to be able to see the amount of roaches. The Ravagers here should be moving backwards with all of his units right now. There they go. Back to the safety of those shield batteries. Maybe make a couple more shield batteries. You may as well. 3 gateways on the way as well. Looking to involve themselves in the global politics right now going on in this on Oxide. Oracle still being able to see the attack coming in. The Queens being brought along as well. It's only 2 of them, but still gonna help out against those Oracles. Of course, they will not just be free shooting against those Ravagers for all time. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, getting a little bit seasick here from moving back and forth. Fake Immortal there on the top side. It's going to get targeted down, but not going to be enough, of course. Those force fields not going to hold off this army for all too long. The Oracles need to get on top of the Ravagers. They're shooting some roaches right now. The Void Ray took a while as well to get himself involved with this. Is that going to be too much damage right now being taken by Creator? It is a very committed attack after all anyway. Oracle still on the fields, but there's not that much on the ground anymore. 2 Stargazen and Immortal coming in from the left side. The cannon finished up, but there's no more pylons here. The Warp Prism will need to get himself on top of the cannon if he wants to repower that. Probes here being pulled as well. Ooh, that's a lot of them going down by the hands of the Biles. So far, Creator, he makes it look manageable, but is it manageable enough? The target fire needs to be immaculate. Needs to stop losing units needlessly here. Nice Warp Prism Micro with that Archon. He's gonna try to juggle his units back to safety here. The cannon repowered immediately gets beaten into the ground. 22 workers did go down, but still, as we've said before, very, very committed here for Armani. He wants to get this base as well. If this base doesn't get killed off, you may as well call it GG right now. But, ooh, okay, the Biles come in. One more little bit of target fire on that Nexus. Or some Biles. There we are. Okay, does get it. This is going to be too much still, though, for Armani to handle as a counter-attack. Looks to be inevitable. I think he should be able to, right? Not that much remaining here for the Protoss. Ah, the Immortal juggle towards the front side there. Not quite being able to keep everything as neat as possible. Armani's still committing to the attack, by the way. I was not expecting this. I thought he was just going to sit back and try to macro up here, but instead we're seeing him again committing here. I think this could be a mistake. I really don't think this is the move to make. Right now, those Archons and the Immortals, they are just growing in number. And they are the power units that you need to hold this type of stuff. The Oracles, they are a little bit low on the energy, so they are not able to really facilitate any type of help for the time being. Immortals jumping a little bit too far forward perhaps, but still this is looking to be a hold here for our Protoss player. Look at that juggle. Absolute beautiful micro. And Armani taps out. GG is called. 2-2, guys. 2-2. Once again, it's tied up. Both these guys really fighting heavily. Really trying their best to get everything going. Armani going for that second wave. I mean, you know what? When people say they're all in, sometimes it... you gotta know when to call it quits as well, I think. In my opinion, I thought Armani was in an alright position to kind of back off. Start up the macro again. He dealt a lot of damage. He killed the third. He killed like, what, 25 probes? Something around that ballpark. He put Creator down on an army supply, which had no real threat to a Armani that would try to drone up again and try to get another base going. So, I mean, he could have his fourth base on the way, with Creator with his third base on the way, when the worker count just, well, plummeted there for Creator. I think what happens as well, though, to be fair, Armani starting to break Creator kind of gave him some hope there, right? As well. He saw that he was about to break Creator. He was getting into the natural base. He saw as well the army of Creator, not that much anymore. Maybe I'll just have enough to make another wave and finish this off right here, right now. I still have a 3 base economy. You have the 2 base economy. If we keep trading, that might just put me in the lead. But not going to be the case. Not going to be the case. A lot of Archons, a lot of Immortals were there, ready to stop anything horrible from happening. Neon thinking about it. Had you missed much? I don't know. When did you go away? It's kind of interesting. Who do you think... What do you think where we're at right now? We done. How is the marker? What? Which marker? Like 30 minutes ago? Oh, okay, okay. 2-2? That's right. It is 2-2. That's a good call. That's a very good call. Impressive. It's fun to see Creator do so well against Armani. I thought Armani may just have the number of Creator overall. And I thought this could go into Armani's favor. But then again, I thought the same about the Innovation vs. Creator game, so... Maybe we just have to take Creator into more of a considering... more in a positive light, right? We gotta consider him more so for potential just straight up victory, yeah. Da Q mi foi perdindo? XD? Nu puder ver mucho. Está bem. una reunión. Exit 2. Right, 2-2. The bottom left side. Blue Zerg. Afrika Freak. The Afrika Freaker. He is Armani. Top right side. We got a red Brodos. Playing for the Jina Green Wings. He is Creator. Take a good look. Anyone know what anime the Team Envy team captain is watching right now? I would assume this is like he just is watching an anime actively and then he goes to change whichever girl he fancies the most from the anime into the team picture. This is his way of like kind of showing people like this is the new anime you need to watch. I wonder if they have like anime viewing parties together on Team Envy as well. Where the team captain is just like, alright guys, another Team Anime meeting. Everyone come on Discord, come on Discord. Zero K Kozan, who is your waifu? Spill it out. Let me see. Huh. I don't know. I have to say something here. I've been recently watching the this anime. What's it called? It's about a little guy doing basketball. There's like also a basketball girl there. That's the team captain of that team. She's pretty cool, you know. Hard-working lady that is doing. It's pretty good at basketball as well. Smart lady. Yeah. Armani risking it on the pillar right here. The pillar of death of an overlord. It's the tombstone of many overlords from before. I want to have a statistic of how many overlords thought they were safe here and then and then died. Like how many lives has this pillar claimed already? The pillar of perversion. Wait, there's drones dying? Adept? Was the adept here? I guess 2 adepts. Fair enough. A lot of Zerglings now coming across. Maybe able to... Actually, a second adept is coming in. No, they aren't quite able to push themselves through here. Are gonna get 1 adept, at least. Something. Bit of a participation trophy, perhaps, but... Still. Ooh. What else have we seen? What else have we seen? Sorry, I got distracted there. I thought I heard a big flock of geese somewhere, and I was like, what is this? Why am I hearing geese? And I stopped hearing it, and I was like, did I hear geese? Did I actually hear any type of geese? I don't think I did. It's weird. Yeah, I thought, is it a part of the map? Could it? Why would they put geese sounds on the map? Who would do such a thing? Why would they do such a thing? Very weird. Regardless of all of that, What do we have got going for ourselves here? There is a Robo, of course, on the way after the Stargates. So it would most likely be a Colossi place. Just going for the Immortals so far, though. This is actually a little bit of a trap style, right? No, is it? I think I've seen trap do this. So, if your opponent is Zerg and he's going for roaches, very likely to start going into lurkers later on at some point, right? In ZVP, you need to have those lurkers. You need to have those upgraded lurkers, especially late game. If that's where you want to go, lurkers are crucial to have. Now, so far we're seeing a more playstyle orientated towards the Zerglings for Armani. And is finding some success with it here. It gets a single sentry, but losing a lot of those Zerglings also. Or maybe it's Zerg, maybe. Where you live, it's not weird if a wild geese lands on a field nearby and makes a lot of noises. It is here, you know, I'm in a fairly busy kind of place where not a lot of geese could come by. But anyway, what I was saying. Right, so if you have an opponent going for the roaches, if you make those immortals, they are... like, already, they always used to be good in PvZ, but now it feels like they're even better, because not only do they carry their weight in the early game, and then later on, would you have to get kind of rid of them to replace them with something else, something better, they do really well against those... oh my god, that's not a cancel. Oh, and he doesn't get in with the Zerglings either. Alright, this could become quite a bit of trouble actually here for Creator. This Sentry Stalker Oracle with a single Immortal army here. A couple of Adepts mixed in as well. Man, you know, why not? It works against the Ravagers and the Zerglings here. So doing a good job there. This may become another victory here for Creator. Just needs to dodge the biles. Needs to keep dissecting the Zerg army and take it shot by shot down. Here we go, drones are being pulled. That is an act of desperation. That's a lot of drones going down, in fact. And that should be it here. That should be all she wrote, I would imagine, for Armani. And if it isn't, well, he may just barely clean this up. It's still going to be this moment in time when we look back and realize, well, he did just clean up 20 more workers right then and there. Took out a base as well, of course. Is going to lose actually a second base right here, I would imagine. Actually, the Stalker is shooting the Roach Warren right now. Keep target firing strong. There it is. GG, it's called. Creator takes another point here. Puts himself on match point for the best of 7 series here. Creator. Oh my, you don't see those types of pushes all that often lately anymore, but they still are quite strong, aren't they? Aren't they? Some force fields landing, some immortal fire taking place on top of those roaches. Beautiful, beautiful. Going strong, continuing onwards with the push and having more than enough. Armani with the Zergling aggression there perhaps as well, kind of helping out, right? Some of those Zerglings there not trading efficiently across the map. And then some of them, again, trying to get across the field as he's taking losses at home. Maybe if he still had those Zerglings, right? With the rest of his army. Maybe backed up a little bit, let that base... you know what? No, not cancelling that base isn't the worst either, because it's just buying him more time, in a sense. Even though it's just a little bit of time, it's still, you know, it's still a little bit of time, right? Might mean the difference between your Warpin finishing up and your Warpin not finishing up before Stalkers... well, the Warpin, sorry. Your eggs coming into play as well, together with the rest of your roaches. Instead of the Stalkers just shooting down your stuff right then and there. Anyway, regardless, moving on forwards. Game number 6. Are we gonna get another ace match here with Creator? And Armani as well. I mean, we've seen Armani versus Bjorn go all the way as well. Creator had a bit of a walkover versus Innovation. That was very unexpected, but a welcoming thing to see. Let's see what happens in game number 6 here. Will Armani be able to stabilize, or is he gonna get himself into more trouble than he can handle? He's from the Afrika Freaks. We've mentioned his name already. He is Armani. The blue Zerg. And in the top left side, the red Protoss again being able to get that block on the hatchery. He is Shin-Air Greenwing's creator. His last legs right now, Armani. Would like to see him win this one. We don't see him winning that much, but then again, the same can be said for Creator, of course. Two players that I doubt a lot of people would have put money on, expecting them to win here. Let's take another look. Let's see if we can understand. Yeah, I don't know. Is it Sailor Moon? It's not the Sailor Moon, is it? But there's a little bit of a crescent moon right there. It's a star. So maybe it is something to do with like a galaxy type of thing. Galaxy anime. I don't know. It's the one I know. It's like, oh, stars are involved. Yep, that's Sailor Moon. That's the anime I know. The only one that uses stars and planets. I like to do this thing with my friends when I have this alt account in a game we play, Overwatch, that's called Sailor Moose. But then when I'm playing on Sailor Moose, I send my friends pictures of Sailor Moose continuously. If you Google Sailor Moose, you'll be amazed with the amount of mooses, moose you find in a sailor costume. Like a Sailor Moon costume. Should make a meeting, Alpha X casters, Netherlands or Mexico City sometimes. I mean, why just the casters, dude? Why don't we get the admins involved, all the players as well? What about like just at some event, you know? We should do it at some event. And then we just come in and then we try to take over the broadcast with whoever's casting. It's gonna be like Rotterdam, obviously, somewhere, just sitting behind a desk, and then suddenly we just try to run in. We start screaming, "Oh, in the top left side!" in the background. As the security is chasing us. What is happening there? It's a red Protoss! He's going all in! As we're getting tackled. Ah! Oh, I would like that. That would be fun. That would get us some publicity, wouldn't it? Oof, that would be good. I really like this idea. We should do this. We should get Matisse involved as well. How about Warsaw? I mean, there's some pretty good esports going on over at those places, right? Sometimes, so around that area, may as well. Or we could all go to Korea, right? That would be fun. As soon as we can. It will be one hell of a journey for all of us, but, you know, we'll all get to go to Korea as well. Anyway, alright, what's happening here? I'm casting an imaginary game more than I'm casting the game that's actually going on here. We have the triple Stargate opening here for Creator again taking place. Once more, going with the Void Ray opening. As Armani is trying to figure out what's going on here with a nice spread of lings. Looking to figure out what's going on. Alright, more lings. That's the Roach Warren as well. Seems like Armani is still prepping for a bit of a depth pressure, but he's also getting the layer tech, so maybe getting a bit of both, right? Not entirely sure what he's up against. Now does fly in with that Overlord, did get himself the Overlord speed, will be able to figure it out, of course. And let's see what his response is. Probably that's why he also got the layer tech. Did he still get the Roach Warren as well? Yes, he did. Alright. Alright. +1 ranged weapons. I think we're gonna see again Armani just going straight into the Hydralisk den here, which would make a lot of sense, not gonna lie. Queens seemingly to be enough. 2 queens to handle 2 Void Rays here. They did have a good bit of transfused energy on them as well, so that always helps out. As Creator is bulking up on those Void Rays right now. He needs to be careful because, well, we saw what happened the previous time. He kind of neglected to get anything but Void Rays. There we go. Templar Archives, that's what you need. You need to get something else in here. Okay, this base should go down. In fact, don't think there's any chance you're gonna save this. Oh, not even a cancel. Again, a bad sign here for Armani. Is he getting tired? It's getting close to the 1 AM actually in Korea right now, if I'm not mistaken. It's been going for a long haul right here. We started 3.5 hours ago. Yeah, it's been a long day of casting. We're going to do more games as well afterwards, of course. Not Korean, but we are going to go into the viewer replay. So, Matisse, my main man, looking at you. Would love to see some of your replays as well. Don't pretend to be AFK now. Alright, these Zerglings will be able to catch some of those depths out of the position that they're supposed to be in, between the pylon and the nexus there, of course. There are the swarm hosts. It's going to be quite a interesting style here coming up for Armani. He's using the queens as a buffer force for those swarm hosts. This is going to be a very interesting way of pushing here. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to pan out, but we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. More Archons are going to be essential to holding this. There's the shield battery overcharge. Not quite doing anything. Actually, it's not healing an Archon when it's... Really? When an Archon is still in its... Well, I'm going to say cocoon shape. The shield battery doesn't automatically heal it. That is interesting. That's a good bit of information that I did not know about. Alright, Armani making just one hell of a citadel here in the middle of the map. Making a lot of Ravagers, Queens, Spore Crawlers, the whole shebang, in order to get himself in a most advantageous position for those Swarmos to just continuously be shooting away those Locusts. The Queen's moving a bit out of position though. Couldn't protect the Swarm host there for a moment, and I did have to go on the retreat there for a little bit. Gotta be careful not to get those Locusts into any type of status trap here, of course. Zealots coming in for the harassment into the 4th base and the natural base. The War Prism going straight into the main. This could become quite problematic as well. Oh dear, that is that status trap coming in as well. Half the Locusts now also flying in on that pylon. I was thinking about calling it out, but I thought, nah, he wouldn't fly all those Locusts into a pylon, would he? Well, apparently, yes, he would. Oh, this is horrendous for Armani. I don't think this is going to be working out here. He's losing all his workers right now. His Roaches and Ravagers finally coming back around, but that may cause Creator to be able to push the Swarm host away here. The Spore Crawlers on the retreat. Get out of here! Run away! They do look kind of like just a ginormous pompadour that's running around, doesn't it? Kind of funny. Alright, well, 30 workers did go down there for Armani with a Swarm host composition. You may not need that many workers, but you are still going to need some workers to replenish your forces. A bit surprised that we don't have any type of Hydra play here mixed in as well. It is really just these Queens. The Queens are going to be able to transfuse as long as they use the transfuse. A couple of them being picked off before they really do anything right there. Guess he's busy again with the zealot harassment that is going on here. Locust. Locust may be able to find a good amount of High Templar. That is going to be a good catch, but he's going to need so many of these. I mean, even if he kills off all of this, I still don't think he's going to be in a good position, which has quite a lot, doesn't it? It's a good start. It's definitely a good start, but 44 workers now versus 83. He's not being able to really do any type of crucial economic damage. Vipers with the Ravagers here. Trying to deal with the War Prism. The War Prism is still just there. It's chilling continuously. Still going strong. The Void Ray, Immortal Stalker, Harkon Sentry, High Templar, Zealot army here on the right side. Looking to deny that base over and over again. Armani back onto 3 as Creator setting up a 5th right now. Again, a wave of Locusts. Let's see if this one will finally be able to get something done. I'm a little bit wary that they're just going to hit up these probes here. Okay, they do get pulled away, but I mean, what are you expecting with these Locusts? Maybe kill a Nexus? Oh, there's storms there already. That's not going to work. It's disgusting, disgusting. Oh, the Void Race and the High Templar coming in from behind as well. Almost being able to just shut down the Locust right there. And the Swarm Host, sorry, the Swarm Host on the top side. Good parasitic bombs, but it's just too much to handle here, it seems, for Armani. Those Swarm Hosts still on the top side, they are all going to go down. That is the lifeblood right now for Armani. Is one ticket out of here with some sort of cost-efficient type of army. And now he's just here with Roaches and Queens. Some Ravagers as well. That's it. That's GG. Creator taking map number 6. Finishes it off with a 4-2 score there.